The hospital say Raphael could provide the perfect start for newborn babies at its newly renovated Vidone Birth Center. Here to share why the center is so vital is Dr. Anne-Marie Goliotto, the medical director of Newborn ICU and Newborn Services, and Irene Culla, the lactation consultant. Welcome. It's great to have you.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the Vidone Birth Center. This is what, a $2.2 million renovation?
Yes, it actually was renovated and reopened in January of 2011, so a little over a year now, and it's a beautiful renovation. When you come off the elevator from the hospital into the Vidone Birth Center, you don't even think you're in the same building.
What are parents saying to you?
They just love the spa-like atmosphere and the very family-centered center that it is.
Yes, we're seeing a picture right here. So this is what greets them, right?
Right.
Right. They come out into the lobby, which looks like you're walking into a nice hotel, and the rooms are designed to be like you're in your home or in a nice hotel, not in a hospital environment.
It really relieves the stress, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because when most people walk in about to have a baby, they're all very apprehensive, not sure what's going to happen, especially for those first-time moms and dads.
Yes, we definitely want to allay the fears of our parents.
More than 1,200 babies born in the first year?
That's right.
Every year.
Every year. It just seems like the numbers get more and more every year.
We do. We see a lot of babies, and it does vary from day to day. Some days we have a burst, and some days it's a little bit slower, but overall we tend to have about 1,200 babies a year born in our center.
We have all sorts of programs at the center. There are the Healthy Start before birth, during and after. So let's go first at the very beginning. What are some programs being offered to parents who are expecting a baby?
At the Vidone Birth Center, they offer childbirth education classes, breastfeeding classes, new parent classes,
our sibling classes.
At tour, the sibling tours, and sibling at birth tours as well, or classes as well.
So why is it so important to offer these programs?
Again, it's part of allaying that fear of the family of what to expect before birth. We certainly have prenatal programs where they experience a lot of the medical part of their pregnancy and what to expect from that standpoint, but we also want them to know what to expect when they actually walk in the door. So it's not the first time they're walking through the door when they actually come to have their baby, and know what procedures they can anticipate, if any, and also if they plan to have any siblings of the baby there at the time, what those siblings are going to experience.
Of all these programs that you just mentioned, which you think, do you recommend that all the families go through every one of them, or just some of them?
They're definitely all worthwhile, unless they don't have siblings, of course, but definitely the childbirth class and the breastfeeding class, is really great to know ahead of time what to expect and how to be more prepared for when you get there.
Breastfeeding classes, I mean, that's before, is that right?
Yeah.
But you'd probably, I would assume you probably need more help after as well?
Definitely, but it's nice to have the spouse or the significant other there at the breastfeeding class so they can be aware of what to expect as well, because they'll be there at 3 a.m., not me.
That's so true. All right, so once the baby is born, obviously, you have everything there in case anything happens. You have a NICU.
That's right. We have all the technology necessary for any baby that comes through our doors, no matter what their problems are. We take care of any all babies at 28 weeks gestation and up. However, we are available 24 hours a day to provide stabilization for any baby that comes in.
And what programs are offered for families who are dealing with all these issues?
As far as
any kind of premature issues, anything? I assume there's social workers.
We do. Definitely. We have social workers and we have care coordinators. We have a lot of different people in the hospital that help us with our premature babies, from physical therapists to occupational therapists, anything that they need to help them along their course and even after they're ready to go home from the hospital.
And then the Healthy Start after birth? You have the program of World Health Organization and UNICEF are encouraging the breastfeeding and the skin-to-skin contact.
That's
is
right.
that something that you feel that is really important that parents need to be doing?
Well, it's huge. It's actually a worldwide award that we were awarded this past year. It's the baby-friendly designation. So
you must be so proud.
We're only one in 4 hospitals in Connecticut.
We worked on the steps towards this designation for 2 years, starting in 2009, and were actually awarded the designation just towards the end of 2011. And it required a lot of work from our staff, and even changing the way we take care of babies, again, to make it more like what moms and dads are going to experience when they go home. And that skin-to-skin contact is very important. We do that right after birth. We have the babies placed right on mom.
That bonding is what you want
right.
to really
Absolutely.
strengthen, correct?
And it really does show that prolonged breastfeeding by having early contact and early breastfeeding attempts.
Breastfeeding, an issue for some people, some not. I mean, it was an issue for me. I had to have some help. But you just have to kind of be patient with it, don't you?
Absolutely. It's definitely a learning process, and getting that baby skin to skin and rooming in with their moms and dads so that they have that time together to learn their feeding cues and feed as often as they can and get the practice.
All right, very good. So expectant mothers and fathers can find more information on the Vidone Birth Center at the Hospital of St. Raphael by going to the website srhs.org. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Lots of great information.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.